that if we looked at it without actual homestead exemptions, it'd actually be $13,301, and then 11,000 taxes without exemptions. So today in this video, we're going to break down exactly what that means, what is the right answer, and how to get the right answer. But when a house is listed online, do those taxes include any exemptions when I'm looking at the calculations? So first off, let's start with an actual example here, which I think would be actually really useful. So we'll look at this house here in Firethorne. Now we live in Firethorne ourselves, and it's a beautiful home for sale, and it's currently listed for $440, right? Right down here is what we're looking at here, the taxes without exemptions. So, and then it shows you the tax rate. So 3.02. So this is pretty cool. It took, hey, this is what we think the taxes are for 2023, but that's wrong. And I'm going to show you why it's wrong. So if you scroll down to the tax section, you will see, the past years, what it was worth, and you'll see this value right here, 349, 349. So what is this? This is what the county says the taxes that, the market value of the home. You can see it broken down into land and then the house itself, because here in Texas, the land is broken down into the lot and then how much the home is worth that's sitting on that lot. And then it breaks down further the taxes right here. Awesome. So you can see the school taxes, the general Fort Bend County tax, you got emergency, and you got a mud tax. Now, mud taxes are pretty common throughout Texas. We do have a couple articles and videos about mud taxes if you want to go check those out. But the thing it's missing here, and I'll jump over to the article that I wrote, it's missing this homestead cap loss. Now, in Texas, we just had the new homestead exemption passed. You get a $100,000 homestead exemption now. That's what's amazing. You can save taxes buying, now it might actually be cheaper to buy than it was to rent last year because of that. So if you are interested in buying, contact us and we can help you out with that. So the new homestead exemption, which it was already in place, but they raised it from $40,000 to $100,000. But now it is, what was already in place was that the value of the property can't increase more than 10% each year. So in this example here, the market value is this, but there's a homestead cap loss of $92,000, and so the appraised value is only they're actually paying taxes on is the $346,000. So that equals that $10,477 you see that matches on HAR right here. Oh, that's okay. That $10,477 is what we're going to owe in taxes for buying this home. Well, not exactly, because that is taking into account the cap loss, because that's just the appraised. Because if you look, I already did this calculation, so it showed you what without exemptions is the 10,000. This is $346,000 right here. So that's that 10,000. So it matches exactly. This is a previous calculation. Right? It was showing the total market value, but it wasn't actually showing you what the taxes were for that. It was including the cap loss. So, if you actually put in the value that is showing on the market value of the website, it would be $13,281 without any exemptions. Fortunately, most people that are buying the home will be buying it as their primary residence, and in Texas, you get your homestead exemption. So the more important calculation will be, okay, so using our property tax calculator that we built in the Gifford Group, and we can go back to HAR and say, okay, here's our tax, our 440, and then we put in our tax, taxes from the school. Awesome. And then, okay, so these two are both county taxes. So let's add that. Okay. So 143 plus 0.012. All right, so 450. That is our county taxes. All right. And then we got, this is our emergency district stuff. Don't have any college taxes here. And then our mud tax. And we don't have any city tax. So I've taken that off either. So there's our numbers add up to the 3.023, matches there. And then so that tells you what our property taxes are without any exemptions. And in this case, we are going to do the homestead exemption. We're not over 65, so we're not going to include that. And our mud, in this case, doesn't give us any breaks. You'll have to check with your mud to see if they do give you any breaks. If they do, you can include that. homestead exemption if they don't, then just leave it off. And so then it tells you your kind of your property taxes here, your mud taxes, your school taxes, and your total taxes here, and then your total taxes per month, and then your effective tax rate. So this is actually how much you would actually be paying for taxes if you bought this home for $440,000. Would be the $11,599, which is, not a bad guesstimate from HAR, because they don't know if you're going to have homestead exemptions or not anyways. But we can see that if we looked at it without actual homestead exemptions, it'd actually be $13,301, and then $11,600 with exemptions. So it's kind of in the middle. It's in the ballpark. I mean, if you like ballpark, just use it quick and dirty. That's no problem. But if you're trying to really figure out what your actual taxes are that will be due, you'll probably want to use a tax calculator like the one we have on the giffordgroup.net. To see if it actually makes sense for you to, and then actually include the exemptions that you have so you can get a realistic expectation of what your taxes are going to be. And if you are looking for a home and you just had these questions, you can give us a call. I'll be happy to help you figure that out for you. We usually try to make sure that, our client that's buying a home knows what they're getting into, knows what their payment is. I'm a mortgage loan officer as well, so we can obviously help you get it pre-approved for a new home if you want that. If we have VA loans, we have FHA, all the typical stuff that we can get you into a home here in Houston. We work throughout the state, so even if you're not in Houston, we can help you with the loan. But if you are in the Houston area looking to get a home, or moving from another state, moving into Houston, moving into Katy, Cypress, down in Missouri City, Tomball, we cover pretty much all the west side of Houston, up to Spring and the Woodlands. So just give us a call if you're in the Houston area, and we'll see if we can help you out. So, in this calculator, like I say, this calculator can be found on our home buyer's guide. You can just go to the home resources and home buyer's guide, or if it's not, you want to go there, you just go directly to over here, and we have our property tax calculator. It'll take you right to it. Try to make a shortcut there for you. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Helps answer some questions. Like I said, I'll link down to the blog, which will, go into more depth about this and the homestead exemption. We have some links to our other articles we've written in this thing. Like if you are a first-time home buyer, we have our return on investment calculators, we have our BRRRR calculator. We are just trying to be the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs here at the Gifford Group. So anytime you have any questions, just reach out to us. And thanks so much.